When somebody asks me, when was your turning point that made you the way you are now? When was the moment that I made a decision that changes everything? Where I know right then and there I was redefining myself and how I look at life. The first thing that came into my mind is high school. High school, where I was in a completely different environment than I was before. I was meeting different people, and because I was getting older, people expected more of me. That's when. That's when I decided to change my ways, to actually look at what's really going on with me. Why was I so sad in middle school? To finally see the hard truth that I was self-sabotaging my relationships with people, that I was living in the past, that I was not looking at my own reflection on why things didn't go my way. In high school was where I made the decision to look into myself, and that changed my life. Fear played a major part in why it took me so long to make a decision, because my sadness and my old way of thinking became a comfort zone to me. I've been stuck in that mentality for so long I didn't know or wanted to know anything else. It was a defense mechanism, but at that time I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just being. Before my turning point, I would have suppressed all of my emotions and just let them bottle up inside me to the point where it affected my health, school, and my relationships with the people I care about. The transition from middle school to high school made me realize that I couldn't keep doing this. I couldn't keep letting fear had control over me. So I made a different choice. I followed my heart for once. I acted on what I love rather than saying yes to the voice of fear in the back of my head. I started to saying yes to change and growth, even though it was scary to put my heart on my sleeve and letting people know that I was hurting, to try new things with my potential. And let me tell you, it felt liberating. I found that the love I felt and the joy of me speaking my truth is so much more powerful than my fear. The thing that also helped me was the brand new friendships that I made in high school. I was somehow inspired by knowing them and knowing that we all had scars but healed from them. I started to believe in more possibilities for myself rather than my own self-doubt or my old way of thinking. I made that decision by going deeper into myself, to feel, to listen. I came to learn that everything bad that happened in my life is a part of my story. That it's okay to feel sad or to be scared of things, but the most important thing is to keep finding ways to get back up and not letting sorrow and sadness drown us. To know when to cast fear aside and to not let it stop us. That is one of the biggest lessons that I learned from my turning point. What I want to highlight is this: nothing will happen until you decide to act for change. Turning point in our lives don't just happen. Seize your own turning point. It all starts with you. Don't wait for some outside forces to reach out their hand first. Start saying yes to change. Start saying yes to new possibilities. Allow yourself to grow, to feel happiness, and start saying yes to the better version of you. Thank you.